I've just received a free sample through TikTok Shop, and it's right here, sent by OLOV UK, the full body trimmer from OLOV UK. And I'm going to open this package in this video and also give you a full product review. This is a body trimmer that you can use on various parts of your body, including your balls, under your arms, your facial hair, and of course other parts of your body where you grow hair. So I'll be unboxing the product and then giving you a full review after I've tested it out, because I will be shaving my balls. So I'll be trimming my balls because I grow a lot of hair down there. I'll also be shaving my underarms, and I'll be shaving other parts of my body before I give you my full review. So this is a ball trimmer as well as a full body trimmer that you can use on hair that you find on your body. So if you don't have any hair on your head and maybe you're balding or you want to shape up your hairline, this is something that you can also use because there are a variety of different accessories. So let's try this out. I'm going to trim around different things, but first we need to open the package. So I'm going to open the package first and let's show you that unboxing right now. Let's jump in and open this trimmer. Launch. The thing that I found very exciting straight away when my OLOV Electric Trimmer arrived is it has all of the TikTok Shop branding all over the delivery box. In this unboxing video, we're going to give you a little bit of ASMR. So have a listen to some of the sounds here. Absolutely gorgeous. I'll give you a little bit more before we get to the inside main package. So the branding and packaging of the OLOV Electric Trimmer, you're about to see it now. So let's just turn this around. And we're going to take out the trimmer and you can see the branding on the packaging of the actual product that you can purchase from the link that you see on this TikTok video. So as you can see, this is the OLOV Electric Trimmer branding. You can see here there's a little bit of plastic wrapping. I'm going to take this off using an iPhone pin. That's what I'm going to use to slightly poke that plastic wrapping, and I'm going to take that plastic wrapping off. I don't want to damage any of the branding of the box while I'm doing this unboxing. Remember, I will be testing the product and taking out all of the accessories to show you exactly what you're getting when you purchase this trimmer right here on TikTok Shop. So stay tuned, there's more. Now have a listen to that plastic. As I said, there's a little bit of ASMR that I'm doing here. I like to do that because I have the opportunity to do that. And it also gives you a good look at the branding of the actual product. So right here, I'm just peeling off a little bit more of that plastic. You can see a bit of information on the front of the box. On the side of the box, you can see more information where it's naming what the product is from OLOV that you can purchase from the link on the TikTok. And of course, you have some more information on the back, all of that all-important information. So before you've even opened your package, you can find out exactly what's inside, and that's written on the back just there. Now let's open it up and let's get a good look at what you're getting when you purchase this trimmer right now. It's a brilliant gift for him, and it's also a brilliant gift for a man or growing man in your life. So if somebody is growing a lot of hair, maybe facial hair as well, because you can use it on your face as well as your groin, this is a brilliant gift. It's also very, very useful because if you want and need to maintain any hair on your body, this is definitely a trimmer you want to take a look at. On the inside, you get this instruction manual. It's very important to have a look at that. If you're unsure of how to use your trimmer, this is where you're going to find all of that important information if you're unsure of how to use it. I will also give you some tips because I'm used to using trimmers, but this is my #1 trimmer right now that I will be using. There will be no other trimmer that I am using. You also get a warranty, and you can see that right here. Remember, OLOV provided me with this trimmer as they are selling through TikTok Shop. So you will have warranty as you are purchasing a first-hand OLOV Electric Trimmer through the link that I provide in the description. Get this trimmer brand new. You also get a bit more paperwork on the inside. Take a look at this paperwork if you want some more information on your product. It can be very useful because this product is waterproof. Now let's get to the trimmer itself. This is the product and what it entails. So I've just moved that out of the box. That is the nose trimmer compartment, the nose trimmer head. That nose trimmer head is actually quite brilliant. We'll take a look at it a little bit later on as well, not just here. inside you also have different heads that you can attach to the main blades. So your trimmer will come all together with the main trimmer head. That compartment, that little piece that I just picked up, is a grade that you can apply. You also have the charging dock. This charging dock, you can see the inside here. I'm just giving you a look at how clean and how smooth it is. It also has the same black and gold aesthetic. And you can see, of course, that accredited checks have been done on this product and it's certified. And you can see that from the official writing on the bottom of that dock there, so that you know that this is a working product. Now, this nose trimmer, I actually didn't know what it was at first, but it's covered, letting you know that it's clean, and you can do the same. Keep that plastic head so you can cover that back up, because that's very important. The trimmer itself is very, very lightweight. It comes in a plastic coat that is basically like a pocket that you can just slip and slide your trimmer out straight away. And this is the trimmer, looking very neat, very stylish, black and gold. You can see the head here. This is the main head with the blades. We're going to be using that in just a second. This is a very lightweight, it feels very nice in the hand, this trimmer does, and it's definitely a trimmer I would recommend just for the aesthetic alone. The sound of the trimmer isn't loud at all. It hums at you rather than shouts at you. There is no harsh sounds that come from this trimmer. It sits very well in the hand. It's not too big. It's nice and lightweight, and the texture is also very nice. It's a very well-made trimmer, and you can tell that when you get it in your hands for the first time. You can see here I'm playing around with the trimmer just a little bit in my hand because I'm getting used to how it feels, how it sounds. You can also see a light when you turn the power on and off. And at the top of the head, there's actually a slight texture. I'm rubbing my thumb across it because it's slightly lined. There's a slight ribbing, and you can feel it when you rub your thumb across it, but it's not harsh, and it's there for a reason. So I will go on that reason a little bit more later on when I'm reviewing the product in further detail when I've used it. So at the moment, we're just having a look at what's inside. You also have the charging lead. I will be plugging the charging lead into the charging dock a little bit later on with the same pins. So making sure, of course, that it's the right wire. And you have a cleaning brush. Now, this is important for any trimmer or shaver. You want to make sure you can clean those blades. Of course, you can replace the head, and you can, of course, clean the blades yourself on a regular basis. That's what I would recommend. Clean the blades. Don't always leave them dirty, as this is going to help it work to its best of its ability, and it's going to help you get a clean trim, whether you're trimming your beard or your groin, because you can, of course, trim both. Here, I'm putting the trimmer inside of the charging dock. Let's have a feel of it. You can see it has a slight wobble, but it doesn't fall over. It's sat in that dock nice, and it doesn't feel like it's going to fall over or slip and slide out or around when it's inside of that dock. It doesn't feel like it's not sturdy, and it's quite sturdy on a flat surface. So it's definitely a good looking trimmer on a surface that would just basically blend in. If you've got it on a tabletop, maybe you've got it in your bathroom, maybe you've got it somewhere else. Remember, this trimmer is also waterproof. So when it's in the bathroom, you can rest assured that it's still going to work, even if it gets a few splashes here and there. So this is how it looks on a surface. I just wanted to show you on a surface on its own. Remember, you not only get one grade, but you get two grades that you can apply to the top of the trimmer. Now, these grades, of course, will give you a different style of a trim. So if you're going for a longer cut, you want to use a bigger grade. I'm going to try and apply the grade to the trimmer right now, and you can see there is a slight rib that you need to slide in here. So you need to slide that in. It needs to slide in correctly. You do need to apply a little bit of force when you're adding the grade to your trimmer. But there are two grades that you actually get with this trimmer. I'll touch on with this a little bit later on after I've used the trimmer when I'm reviewing and summing everything up. But there is a little bit of pressure that you do have to apply. Don't worry, you won't break it if you're applying it in the right way. Also read that manual if you're unsure. Changing the heads is more of an anxious situation that you might want to read up on or listen to this video. So my tip when you're changing the head is have a look for where the pins actually sit, where the ribs and the little, parts fit. Think of it as like Lego. When you're fitting Lego together, you want to get the correct shape. It needs to be the correct way around when you're applying the head to the main trimmer. And then, of course, once it's applied, you will get used to applying and removing that head no problem. And this is the charging wire. So the charging wire isn't too long. Now you can use it in a variety of ways because it does have a USB. It doesn't come with a plug, but it does have a USB on the one side. This is where the main charging port goes in. So I'm going to try and put this charger in now. A little bit of pressure, and I will show you in just a moment that it does have a little bit of room between the charger and the charging dock. So there's a slight gap there. I haven't pushed it in any further. This will work no problem. Don't push it all the way in if you can help it. Make sure you don't break your charging dock and read that manual before, of course, you are applying too much pressure to your trimmer. And this is the trimmer in its full glory outside of the box and packaging. Now we're going to talk a little bit more about this beautiful trimmer, stylish trimmer that you can use on your groin and more. I have just tested the OLOV Electric Trimmer. So now it's time to give you some key takeaway points that are very important that you want to hear and my final verdict on this trimmer. Key point number 1, the first takeaway, is that the trimmer notifies you that it's being charged. I cannot tell you how many devices I have that I have charged and not known that it's being charged at all. For example, I have an electric toothbrush. If I put that on charge, there is no light, there is nothing notifying me that it's successfully being charged. Right here, this is a good point already about this trimmer because that red light is letting you know that it's successfully being charged while it's in the charging dock. Now, of course, once the trimmer is plugged in to the charging dock, you then want to plug your USB wire into the back of it and have that USB wire connected via USB to a device. So right now, my trimmer is charged through my laptop. So my USB charger wire is plugged into the laptop while the trimmer is in the charging dock. That's one way you can charge your trimmer. Another way, of course, is by purchasing a USB plug and using that, the correct plug for your territory, in a plug socket. That's another way you can charge your trimmer. So I advise checking out those plugs if that's one way you want to charge your trimmer. There are also plugs in my TikTok shop that you can find. Key takeaway right there is, of course, the trimmer does not come with a plug, but it comes with other things that are very important for you when you need to trim your beard or other areas like your groin area. Number 1, right here, the nose trimmer. So I've just used the nose trimmer and I'm going to use it again on camera right now before I give it my final rating. So the nose trimmer I'm going to use on my nose hair. Now it's really important to know how nose hair can affect your day-to-day life. So if you have long nose hair, like I do, I trim them. There are multiple ways that you can trim your nose hair at the barbers. For example, if you go to a Turkish barber's, they might use hot wax, put it up your nose and remove the hair that way. Now that is a little bit more barbaric compared to, of course, this sophisticated trimmer that you can use with a trimming head. So I'm going to apply the head right now to my trimmer and show you exactly how this works, how seamless this is, and how it doesn't cause you any irritation or pain. So I'm just going to remove the head that I currently had on, and I'm going to apply the new head. Now, as you can see on the head, there is a line, that groove, that needs to be at the front of the trimmer. So you apply it at the front of the trimmer like that, push it on, and now you have a new head on your trimmer. I'm going to turn this on. You're going to hear barely any noise, slight noise, and then we're going to put it up my nose and remove some hair. That's 1. And that's 2. And it's easy as that. I've just trimmed my nose hair on camera for you to see. It was so easy, and I also wasn't worried about any cuts or anything while I was trimming my nose hair there. I'm also going to show you the pressure of the blade against the skin because, of course, when you're trimming any hair in your groin area, you might be worried, are you going to get any cuts or any irritation when you're doing that? So, of course, I'm going to try that out on camera for you now as well. So, I'm going to show you the blade pressure against my palm. Turning on the trimmer, place it against my palm, and I can hold it there. There is nothing going on, no cuts, nothing at all, no bruising, nothing at all. I can also turn it around on its flat head right here and go up and down right here. A point that I mentioned earlier on that I said I'll talk about is the ribbing on the head just here. So that ribbing, of course, if you're going against your skin flat and you're trimming away any pubic hair, for example, in your groin area, that ribbing really does help because you have another feeling as you've gone past the blades. It also stops you from rubbing side to side, which of course is going to cause you a little bit of irritation if you do that with your trimmer. You're not advised to go side to side if you're trimming any area with any trimmer, which is part of the reason why that ribbing is there. Now, it's very fine ribbing. You can just about feel it when you're rubbing your finger against it. So it's not something that is going to be irritating you or even noticeable. It's more of like a sort of subliminal way to get your mind thinking about how you're applying your technique when you're trimming hair away from your groin or ball region or penis region. You want to make sure that you're going in a smooth motion or smoothing out any wrinkles so that you can get inside of those wrinkles if you're deciding to move any hair in the skin area. So if you want to remove hair and go all the way down and trim all the way down to the skin, you can do that with this trimmer. Of course, you can also apply the gradings. So let's have a look at these gradings right now. I'm going to read them out so you have an idea of the size of the combs. So they're called combs, but in the barbers, we would call them a hair grade. So I'm going to get the combs out of the packaging right now, and I'll read that out for you. These are very good key points that I just definitely want to know, mention here before I give my final rating. So we have two combs that come with your trimmer. This one comb is 3.6 millimeters, which is A4. So if you're a barber and you know about your hair grades, you might know exactly how big this is. You also have a 9 by 12 millimeter, which is A3. So there are two size combs here, your grade, your hair grades that you can use either on your beard, your facial hair, or your groin area, maybe your armpits, if you want to keep some hair length when you're using your trimmer, when you're trimming. You can also, of course, do your hairline, and I'll show you that by using my webcam, so I can see my webcam over there. I'm just going to quickly touch up my hairline, not even do too much, not go too deep. Just going to turn this on. And very quickly there, I'm just slightly lining up my hairline. Now, you won't notice too much of a difference, but I can just about see it in the webcam, which is the reason why I'm not going to go too deep in my hairline right now. But of course, you can also use this trimmer to straighten up your hairline or maybe start trimming some hair, maybe before the barbers or just to maintain your hair day to day. If you have any hairline to maintain or just hair in general somewhere on your body where you want to maintain, maybe lining up your beard or mustache. I lined up my mustache with this trimmer as well. So there's quite a lot you can do with your trimmer. Those are key takeaways that I wanted to mention before I give my final verdict. Now for the final verdict on this trimmer, the OLOV Electric Trimmer for the groin and other regions on the body. This is a brilliant gift for him. It's a brilliant gift for any male in your life or somebody who grows any facial hair or groin hair at all. Maybe a growing man who's just about getting into the time of wanting to trim that area or maintain any hygiene, or just in general, a grown man who wants to maintain their groin area because you want to be healthy, you want to be clean, and you also want to get some hair out of the way. This is a 5 out of 5 stars. This gets my approval. This is my favorite trimmer on the market right now. Absolutely brilliant. The OLOV Electric Trimmer. Remember, you can purchase it from my link on this TikTok right here. Have a look at my TikTok shop because I will also put a plug, a USB plug that you can purchase as well, just in case you want a plug, which is the only slight drawback for those of you who might want to use a plug socket, maybe because you can't plug a USB into another device. So you can always find a plug in your region as well, because usually right now in the time and era we're in with technology, you can usually find a plug quite cheap. But I have TikTok for you anyway, so you can find those plugs on TikTok. If you're struggling to find a plug for your region, maybe it's a different type of pin, let me know and I'll add that into my TikTok shop as well, because I'm really good at finding a bargain, which this definitely is. You are getting a good price on this trimmer. Check it out. Thank you for watching. More where that came from.